Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. What?
As it always is, we begin with something new, something old, and something muted.
Ah, damn it! This is never going to go away.
It may be a new year, but is most certainly not a new Nick.
Yeah.
New Year, same shit.
Yep.
Because the old shit is trying to put some new hours in for the new year.
Yep.
Some new what?
I guess this shit of me getting muted is still trying to put a few hours in for the new year.
Oh, it's not going to stop. No worries.
No.
It works overtime.
All right. Just working on getting this thing shared out. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe, who I was just on with less than over a half hour ago on his show.
I saw that.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, I wasn't able to really watch because I was still working. I'm actually still in the middle of working, but I'm gonna get back into it after we're done with the show tonight.
Yeah, we had a good time. You guys probably noticed. I know some people are asking, like, why does the picture quality look different from when I was on with Joe? That was because I had to use my phone to do the show because I don't know if you guys have had this issue on Facebook. If you guys noticed recently that anytime when you go through Messenger or something like some of the messages will show up, but then there's others that are just like blank. You can't even, and then when you try clicking on a particular chat box, it just endlessly loads. Maybe you guys had that issue?
No, but I don't mess with it much.
It's really, I don't know what the hell's going on. I tried even restarting my laptop, just thinking maybe it was a connection issue, but it didn't do anything. So thankfully, the Supernatural Talk chat I was still able to get access to, but others I couldn't. And I mean, at that point, I just knew that I wasn't going to be able to click the link, so I just had to do it through my phone instead. Oh, hey, Chris. Yeah, okay, so Chris has been having that same issue. Okay, so I'm not the only one.
Well, I have noticed an issue with it lagging on the computer, but not on the phone.
Well, that's what I mean. It's only on the. I have no problem getting on the phone. It's only on the computer.
Oh, yeah. Well, that one I have seen that, but that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, and that's not good for me because I sent some pictures that were actually involved in my scary stories projects to myself. I sent that directly from my phone to my own messenger, and I can't get access to it. My own messenger, out of all places.
Why? Why would anybody not?
Because it shows that same result. This constant loading. I can't even get to my own messages.
Well, maybe that's a good thing, Nick. It's telling you to get off of Facebook and go enjoy life.
I
Breathe
mean, I am, but they're
air.
usually when I do that, I'm usually downloading stuff like pictures and stuff like that.
Wow.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Hey, Jan.
Yep. It is. Hi, Jan. So the first thing I'd like to cover tonight is Zach's 22-hour marathon coming up next month.
Yes.
I know that he's already started working on it. In fact, let's see, I'm gonna pull this up. He had just shared this in the network chat.
This is so cool. I saw it myself.
I just now got to see it.
That is just awesome.
So this is what he's making. This is the back of a shirt that he's planning on making, and he's going to be making this himself. He's going to be pressing these things onto the shirt.
That is amazing.
And I'm thinking, Zach, are you going to have time to do all of this?
No, 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 no. The answer is no.
That's what I thought, but he said yes. And okay.
If he was going to make them, he could have made them like a couple months in advance.
No, but he knows he has help.
Oh, well, okay.
So this is what he's planning on making. I don't know exactly when it'll be available. I know. I think he's already put in an order for the sheets. Adrian.
Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. He is always on top of that.
Okay.
I just get told where I can help.
Okay. So the two main networks, he's going to have the logos on the sleeves right here, and then there's well, I guess a couple of them were a little hard to see, but he already told me that he's going to have one segment with the lady that does the tarot card readings on the Pat channel. That's this logo right here. This one over here is his world famous Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, and then of course Mr. Z right here. I am about to rival him in the length of beard. I know that he's got a big ass beard.
Like, is it even bigger than Santa Claus?
You know what? I have never seen the camera down low enough to really see how long his beard actually is.
Okay.
He's always been like right here,
Yeah.
and you just never see what's down below. Yeah, easy top.
Yeah, basically a
Not
ZZ
quite that bad.
top beer. Yeah, ZZ top beer.
So he did say he's planning on changing this polar bear. He wants to change it to something else, and where these boots here are going to be looking more like combat boots.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say you might as well make the bear have a long beard too. A ZZ top beard.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
So he's also looking at having different colored shirts, and also he wanted me to say anybody who's interested in sponsoring, if you would like to get your logo like down here somewhere, scan this QR code. Hopefully you'll be able to scan it. I don't know if
Let me find out.
if it's too pixelated or not.
Let me
It's
see.
related to me, at least on our end.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
technology today can balance that out.
Maybe.
Yeah,
It's
usually.
hard to say.
So anybody out there that would like to sponsor, just scan that and go wherever it goes. I haven't had a chance to check it out. He just showed it to me like 5 minutes before we went on.
Yeah.
It's
I
still
just now received it.
still a cool shirt nonetheless.
It is. It looks nice. I like how well he said he's looking at different colors, but I had already recommended not going for anything real dark because with the red here, everything pops out really well.
Mm-hmm.
So colors like black or something would not fit well with it.
Yeah. No.
No, he usually does like tan, or not tan, but like the tannish green, like the military color. A lot of our shirts are that. Yellow does really good.
Blue would look nice
Wouldn't be
too.
able to use yellow because he's already got yellow wording unless he changes the color on that.
Yeah.
Like a darker yellow or something like that.
Yeah, this has been trial and error with some of these because we've had some that want to peel, and we had to get a different grade of the stick-ons, and the iron-ons.
Yeah.
So yeah, and so we'll probably do them by order because I'm not going to sit and cut out 10,000 of these. it's not gonna
5 years ago, I bought a big box of Things T-shirts. 100 of them.
Mhm.
I still got quite a few left because I only sell at most maybe 5 a year. Then
Yeah,
I
but
give
they
them
don't peel.
away
They
to
stay.
members.
The color stays on those really good. The logo stays on those really good.
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
Because I asked him about using a print-on-demand service,
Uh-huh.
but then he was telling me about how expensive he would have to make those shirts in order for him to get any kind of a profit.
Right.
Sorry.
What the hell was that?
The way you
I was
leaned
just
forward, I thought that come out your ass.
No, that was something. I was just trying to close something up, and I accidentally clicked on a video. I was doing that.
This is Nick's home version of what happened at Wildwood Sanitarium.
Yeah, I will admit it did scare the hell out of me.
Yes, it did. That was funny.
It was. Can you believe it was almost 4 years ago already that we went there? That happened.
Hey, Nick.
It's only 3 years because it was 4 years since I got hurt.
Oh wait, no, I take that back. You're right. No, it was 3. You're right. You're right.
Nick, the older you get,
In
the
the
more
fall.
time flies.
Yeah, I've noticed. I mean, it's just a month from now before my birthday. Holy crap!
You finally turned 17?
I wish.
What's that one song? 16 going on 17.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I think a girl's supposed to sing that one, isn't she?
I think so. But more importantly too. I mean, I know it's been a long time, but I can't say the same for Eileen because I could tell she's definitely going to be 24 this year.
Yeah, she's not.
Okay, here it is. Oh, that's even the title, 16 going on 17.
Mm-hmm.
The Sound of Music going on 16 going on 17. Okay. And I've actually remember an old song in the early 2000s that was called 17 Forever.
So it finally snowed here today.
7 forever.
I will have you know.
What was that, Jeremy?
I was just saying they need to have 27 forever.
Yeah, that's right.
So it finally snowed here today, okay? And I've been trying to get these in since Christmas. Now look, I don't know if you can tell. These are heated gloves, okay?
Well, it says hot on the one finger.
Yeah.
Yep, and this is where you turn it on and off. It's got. Okay, so I'm trying it now. Let's see if this actually works. So Zach's hands are always cold, right?
Okay.
And I got him one set that you had to have him plugged in constantly in order for him to work. Well, what can you do like that?
Nothing.
No.
Nothing at all.
So I decided,
Gross.
yeah, these are like supposed to be top and inside.
How expensive are those?
Like 45.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I was expecting it to. Honestly, I was expecting it was going to be a little bit more than that.
These do get pretty nice and warm. Okay. If it snowed any more than it has this year, I might consider getting me a pair, but I don't go outside enough.
Well, unless you need a
Oh, the
shovel.
rest. Okay. Huh?
Unless you need a shovel.
Yeah, that's still not going to be me. Unless it's like Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That's not going to be me.
Okay, looks like I need to go take care of an asshole.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Oh, I thought. Oh,
Nice wording
yeah.
there, dude. You're showing brilliance.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I thought you were. I thought you were referring to what Adrian was saying something about that. Now I know what you mean by that, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Somebody's showing they're brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, yeah, you are.
Chris, you're okay. You're not the asshole this time. How's
So
Yeah.
while you're taking care of that, I don't think anybody it all happened so fast. We didn't get to take pictures or do anything. But anyway, I got to see Jan.
You did.
I did.
You said that she was coming over.
Yeah. And I somehow ended up with our other boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh no, he is absolutely amazing to be around. He's all grown up.
How
Like-
old is he?
He's 14.
He posted.
But this boy is not 14, I'm telling you.
It's kind of like it was with me. I was 14, but I was not 14.
This kid acts more 20 sometimes. And he certainly looks like a big boy. No, he's actually really helpful. He's really sweet. He's a good kid. Jan has done an amazing job. He is a good kid.
Okay, thanks.
Is it gone?
Well, that's just it. I'm going through all the channels.
He's a whittle man.
It's on YouTube.
Sure.
Unless this person decided to delete it himself.
That would be the smartest thing.
Well, the thing is, you got to worry about it. Even if they do that, then they might jump onto another profile that they have.
You got to be bored and have absolutely no damn life to be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess.
No life.
It's exceedingly rare that we have anything of that kind of vulgar language
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah, and I would love to know what nationality that is, because that wasn't English that was just spoken there, or they need to go back to school, one of the two, because your IP address will be listed down. Listed down to what? And which IP address you want to talk about, because quite a few here.
So it's
Whoa, jeez.
I'm double checking all the channels again.
Well, this was kind of surprising. I just got a like from Aaron Sagers. Check that out. Yeah, no. I just wasn't you get the understanding why, but I just wasn't expecting it was going to go that far. Wow.
You know what? We got to look at it like this. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. What everybody's not entitled to is to make their opinion your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And to down you for your opinion.
Yeah.
That's not what they're.
Right.
You know,
Well,
anybody can speak their mind and say, this is how I feel about it. This is what I think happened. And let's all be completely honest. unless we get the full video, uncut, unclipped, unaltered, we're not going to know.
Yeah.
We're not going to know. And I see people already saying, it's this way, it's that way.
Right, right.
You
And
said, don't know.
we don't, and we won't, unless the person who actually took it that was yelling, "What did you do?"
Mm-hmm.
comes out with the whole thing.
Right.
Well, yeah, and the other thing too. I mean, just in all due respect, I mean, I could see why he liked it. I mean, I'm good friends with some of the crew from Paranormal Caught on Camera, so that's just probably another reason why they're interacting with some of what I said.
Here's the thing. Some good people are going to interact with a post that is empathetic, regardless of what they think, because this world needs more empathy.
Yes.
I mean, we all do. And uplifting posts and fun posts. And, we all get into that, F this mindset. And some of us do go out there and post that FU mindset. I try not to, but I am guilty. Absolutely.
We all are in some way, shape, or form.
So, people gravitate to uplifting posts while others gravitate to drama.
Mm-hmm.
Or find a place to create it. And that's okay.
We know a bunch of people like that too.
Yep.
You know what's really sad, and Jan is going to understand this, and we're not going to type it or say it, but do you know that I could not remember the name of one of the biggest drama makers in our life, as in all of ours?
Oh,
I
yeah.
cannot remember his name.
I remember his face.
We're not talking about the leader.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about one of the other ones.
Well,
That was a main player, but I can see his face. I know where he lives. I can see all of that, but I cannot think of his name. And it's
how wonderful is that?
it is. That means I haven't thought about him or gave two shits about him.
Yep.
But I was talking to Nate about it because we were talking about a celebrity that has somehow become famous for unaliving her mother, and this person's related to her.
Okay.
But I could not for the life of me think of his name. I can now, but that's yeah.
It
Means we haven't gave two shits about anybody.
Hey, Anton.
Hey, how are you?
hello. It actually kind of harkens back to me to a Taylor Swift song. That's not very well known. It's called "I Forgot You Existed."
Oh.
I never heard of that one before.
She never released it. She never released it as a single, but it's the opening track to her Lover album.
So kind of like an unreleased track, but at the same time, it was just not as a single.
There's another one it's called "You Don't Have to Be Dead to Be Dead to Me."
Oh, jeez, that's pretty extreme, but okay, I can see where that's coming from.
I don't know that one. Let's see.
It works.
So, what's on the menu this time, Adrian?
Huh?
What's on the menu this time that you're eating?
We got, since it finally got cold and snowed, we got ham and split pea soup.
Oh, nice.
We have chips and sour cream and onion dip and ham sandwiches.
Nice.
It's finally cold.
Awesome.
Nate was so excited that he saw snow today. He even built a little snowman outside.
You're eating well tonight.
I wish I could say the same because over here, Jeremy, I'm sure it's affected you guys. It has been raining over here, and it was like 40, almost 50 degrees out here. I mean, Larry, I'm not even joking. Like when I got back home from work this earlier this afternoon, I walk out. I mean, this was even before the rain started. I get out of the car and it's already a little bit windy outside. I see leaves blowing around. It's like it made me even make me hard to believe to even think that it was even January to begin with. It felt like it was September outside.
Yeah, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to predict this, and it's going to be bad. But here's what's going to happen. We got family coming next month. The first part of the month, we have my daughter and her grandkids driving in from Kansas. The middle of the month, we have my brother-in-law flying in. And his wife and his son flying in. Colorado's going to wake up and realize it's wintertime, and it's going to hit all at once while they're trying to do this.
Today we've only gotten some drizzle, just enough to get things a little wet. But when I did wake up, there was a heavy frost on the ground.
Well,
But about 2 hours later, that was all gone. But it's been kind of drizzly all day.
speaking of the weather, I just got this notification a few minutes ago. Somehow I missed it. National Weather Service now has issued a flood advisory for us. Although
Wow.
yeah, well, they are saying the severity is minor, so it's not like going to be up to our knees or anything like that. It's just going to be minor flooding.
In January.
I know that's usually definitely not common, at least for us.
No, it's not.
And then if that's not enough, there was even more unusual weather. And I know everyone would think this is the heartland, but earlier today, 2 tornadoes touched down in Oklahoma, which, I mean, I know that's the heartland of Tornado Alley, but that's rather unusual due to it being so early in the season.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Didn't hear what the impacts were from the two of them, but it didn't sound like they were. It didn't sound like they were majorly serious. Although I did
Do you
hear
know where?
I just know it says that it was in Oklahoma, but let me just check real quick just to be sure where exactly in the
Yeah,
state.
half my family's in Oklahoma, and I haven't heard nothing about this. Of course,
Right.
I ain't gonna hear nothing unless somebody texts me.
Okay,
while I'm working.
so this was posted early. Oh, this is on KOCO TV news. Okay,
That I would like to see, Chris.
Oklahoma sees early start to severe weather season with 2 tornadoes. One of them struck the town of Purcell, causing significant damage to power lines, buildings, and trees. Yeah, that's in Purcell, and then the other one. Who's the other one? Oh, all right. Oh, you know what? I think they're. Oh wait, you know what? I think they both occurred in Purcell. Is that
that closer to Oklahoma City?
I'm gonna look that. I'm looking up exactly where Purcell is. Purcell is located in. Give me a second here while I'm getting it. It's it's like south central Oklahoma. It's in McLean County. Yeah, it's no, it's. I think it's still pretty far from Oklahoma City.
Now, according to my phone here, is saying that we're supposed to be getting some rain tonight at midnight.
Yeah, that's probably the same rain that affected us.
Yeah. Snow on Saturday.
Adrian, I just
It's only saying 20% chance of snow over 3 hours.
okay.
And same thing on Sunday.
Adrian Purcell, I just looked up on Google Maps. Actually, that's about 36 miles south, about 40 minutes south from Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Yeah, it's near. It's the nearest town. It's near. I think it's called. Let's see. They are both located on I-35. It's not too far from Slaughterville. So yeah, kind of close to the Thunder Valley Raceway Park area.
Okay, that's about 100 miles from my daughter.
Okay. In fact, if anything, Purcell's more close because I know just after Oklahoma City, then you kind of have the next, not necessarily biggest town, but just a few miles south of Oklahoma City, then is Norman. So if anything, Purcell's more closer to Norman than Oklahoma City.
There's Norman, Lawton, and then my daughter.
I was going to say there's also more in Bridge Creek.
Moore's tiny.
Yeah, I don't know about. I think Bridge Creek is larger.
No, I don't even know where that is.
Bridge Creek, that's I think that's further. I think that's west of Oklahoma City, and I know that because, again, my research. Most notorious tornado to have ever struck that was the May 3rd, 1999 tornado, and it first struck Bridge Creek. Then it went through Moore, and then it just basically went very close to the Oklahoma City metro area before it dissipated.
Yep.
Oh, and before that,
some of that.
Yeah, and almost forgot. Actually, no. When it first started, it was in Chickasha.
Chickasha is less than 30 minutes from my daughter.
Okay. No, I wasn't anywhere near that. This, like I said, this was further south in Purcell.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Anton said just south of Norman, homes were destroyed. Based on the pictures I saw, I mean, it was mostly just like tree roof damage, power lines knocked down. So, if anything, I'm probably going to bet they're probably both going to be rated EF1s.
No way.
No, usually like when it's roof damage, it's usually like the weaker tornadoes.
But not where homes are destroyed. Check that out.
I mean, if homes are completely destroyed, then yeah, it would be EF2 plus. But the pictures I saw though was mainly like roof and tree damage. But then again, there were probably other pictures I didn't see. So, all right, well, I guess we could put it probably somewhere in the EF1, EF2 range.
That's scary. Things are happening. You know, we used to have tornado season. Yeah. We used to have hurricane season. You know, you knew when there was going to be the disruptions. Anymore, you don't know.
There was someone posted a map of all the tornadoes that struck throughout 2025. And to our shock, Illinois actually had the second highest amount of tornadoes for 2025. I mean, thankfully, most of them didn't occur like where I live, but they occurred throughout the central and southern part of the state. But that was pretty shocking. The only state that, topped that, not surprisingly, was Texas. But even Kansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska, they didn't even have that many.
That's good. I'll take it because that's where the kids are.
Yeah. Hey, Lauren. Chris, don't start.
Busted.
I'm actually just going to throw this out. In fact, I also found out a few days ago, the very first tornado of 2026 this year actually struck in a rather unlikely and unusual place. First one for this year actually struck Arizona.
Mm.
Yeah.
Huh?
Something they don't get very frequently. So.
No.
And it's funny because I know like some of like the most famous storm chasers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like a lot of them do live in Tornado Alley. But, some of them live further out in other parts of the country, including some who live in Arizona. And there was that one famous storm chaser, Warren Fadley, that lives in Arizona. I think back in the 90s he did. I don't know if he still does today. But he did a video one time. He filmed a video of a tornado that literally formed right outside his house in his home in Arizona. It was a small, weak one, so thankfully it didn't cause any damage. But it was kind of ironic, and it was even kind of weird that he saw it because like when you're a storm chaser, you're hunting tornadoes. Now all of a sudden, the old term, the hunter, was now becoming the hunted. Yep. And it was occurring just right outside his house.
That's scary.
Well, at least it didn't do any damage for his case, or it didn't sound like it really did a lot of damage to anybody's homes in that. I don't know which part of Arizona he was living in.
Oh my gosh! Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oklahoma, that area.
but
Uh,
I will say this: I like the idea of snow nados.
uh,
You know those actually exist. Snow nados.
Kentucky is another one.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Believe it or not, again, contrary to popular belief, I also found another map of this, and it showed from 1950 up till now of all the F5 and EF5 tornadoes that I've ever struck. And the state that had the most of them might be a little bit surprising. It's not any of the states from Tornado Alley. Alabama still holds the rank of having the most F5 and EF5s, which, when you really think about it, does make sense because, unlike the other states, Alabama's heavily populated. So, obvious, and
Mhm.
it's more hilly. There's more forest regions. I mean, that's why when you look at the southern state, like pictures of tornadoes that occur in the southern states, there's always trees or there's bushes or stuff like that, always blocking their point of view, not like what you see in the Great Plains area where you have a lot of room so you can actually see what's coming at you. So Alabama, unfortunately, they've had the worst of them, believe it or not.
Mhm. Yeah. No, y'all go on. Go on. Mm-mm. Nobody gets a bite. Go.
The dogs.
Yep.
My two that are constantly beside me. Yeah. One of them.
I think
One of
that's
them.
Rose I
Yeah.
see back there.
Huh?
I think that's Rose I see back there.
Oh yeah.
Just one jump our
Mhm.
house because it hit bench like half mile away. Wow. Check that out. No, I was just reading what Chris said. Oh, he said, "Oh, I can see now."
I actually read ditch. I didn't even notice.
No, I was reading it myself, and then it said, "I thought he was trying to say it hurt like a bitch, but it hit a
No, that's what he said.
It would have hurt.
Did you see the pictures I sent you, Nick?
When did you send these? Did you send them to me earlier today?
No, I sent them to you on Monday.
Oh, yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, I was gonna get back to. I was exhausted when you sent those. Those were actually really cool. I love those.
They are. I found action figures of Jack and Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's amazing.
So I hadn't seen these before, so I had to take a picture of them and send them to Nick.
I'll have to send those also to the Wicked sisters because I know they would love that too.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her in a while.
Oh, Nicole and Stacy.
Nicole.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, they don't work together anymore.
That's what I
oh,
was
they
thinking.
don't. Oh, I didn't realize they don't actually work together.
Yeah, no, they don't. They split up.
Oh, okay.
They're separate things now. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's just I didn't know anything about that, honestly.
I think Mama's helping them both now.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I have spoken with Nicole a few weeks ago, but that's pretty much the last time I spoke with her.
Now, I saw which one was it that I saw? One of them came and set up a pair of Unity, and I talked to her for a while. I forget if it was Stacy or Nicole.
That's probably Nicole.
I was going to say she usually likes to get more involved with this, I think, more than Stacy does. Which also kind of makes me wonder, too, because they were supposed to be there last year, but they weren't able to. But it kind of makes me wonder now if they're going to if she's going to still show up for ParasiteCon, because she goes in May because she likes going to that one, but also more importantly, she goes because if I'm going, then she thinks that she feels entitled to going too, which I don't mind because that might be the
Speaking of ParasiteCon,
huh?
Speaking of ParasiteCon, I saw something from Lauren, and I didn't realize that this was actually something that was even being considered. That apparently somebody was trying to buy the grounds, or at least the grounds nearby, to build an AI data center.
No, I don't know anything. I have no knowledge about that.
But she said here, want to join the May 15th to 17th event, whose proceeds go back into the location and who's not selling to an AI data center afterwards.
Jeez.
Wow.
I
That's
Okay.
how can that even be considered them trying to buy that place and tear it down?
yeah, like
Who knows?
well, it's insane to begin with because it already in a way had been torn down because after OSR after Shawshank Redemption was filmed in OSR, their whole goal was to basically tear down the entire facility because they thought it had no future or anything like that. And
Mm,
literally, I don't know if you could find it online, but they have pictures there at the facility where 2 years later in 1996, that's when they began demolition. But weird enough, they started at the back of the prison. So they like worked their way throughout the courtyard area. So again, you go today, the courtyard from like what you see in the movie doesn't exist anymore. They tore that all down in the adjacent buildings that were within the facility. It was only like right that once they got to the administration the front area, the administration building, along with the east and west wings. That's when the people of Mansfield, like when they found out what was going on, they literally ran out in front of the demolition company and were like, "Stop! Stop!"
protest.
Yeah, it was basically like a protest. I mean, it was kind of like a protest, but they were literally stopping them from finishing their demolition, and that's why, as a result from their efforts, that the building is still standing today. Of course, obviously, they couldn't save the rest of the building because it was already destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And here's
All right.
what's
I'm
kind of
going to go check on everybody, and when I come back, we're going to have a discussion about another property.
I was actually going to be bringing that one up too. And again, that's one of those things where people don't really know one way or the other.
and when they were beginning demolition of it back in 1996, just 10 years prior was when OSR turned 100 years old because it was built in 1880. Yeah, I think it was 1886. Yeah, so they tore it down like over 100 years after it was originally constructed, and like many prisons at that time, that was constructed using inmate labor. So yes, those guys may have been there for punishment to build this prison, but you got to give credit to the inmates. They literally, just like a lot of these other prisons, they built this prison with the sweat of their own two hands.
Hey, I gotta bring this up here.
Sure. Oh wait, 1886 completed 1910. Okay.
Now, watch here, okay?
Yeah, I'm watching now.
There's
Oh, sorry.
Do you see that?
Whoa, yeah, what the hell was that? Can you play that again? What the hell is that bright? It looks like police car flash, like
It,
police light.
it is, but that
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, vehicle that just went by. What the hell?
yeah. It says here a Washington state trooper on a highway in King County captured footage of a car driving 156 miles an hour down the road with no light.
Holy crap. Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to point out too was like, wait a second, no headlights.
Yeah, let's see. With no lights on amid a foggy night on New Year's Eve, state police said the car was never found and no crashes occurred.
Well, if that's a living person right there, that guy is damn lucky that he did not cause a serious accident.
I don't see how.
Yeah, yeah. Holy crap. I mean, seriously, whoever else was on the road, I mean, they especially were damn lucky.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was.
That's insane.
Is Jan still on? Let's see.
I haven't seen her. It's just been mainly Chris commenting.
Yeah, she doesn't always comment, but she's lurking
He comes and goes.
sometimes. I know she's got a lot to do right now. So we're going to have a discussion about our lovely Conjuring house.
Oh, yeah, I saw a thing or two about it, but I haven't heard much. So please, go right ahead.
Here's the thing. Everybody wants to comment without knowing what the hell's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And again, it's like everything else. You can pick videos out of things and pick words out of things and put them together as you please. I don't know what's going on for sure. Here's what I do know. We all know Jackie was not all there.
Oh, we knew.
Right. So apparently at some point she signed the deed over. Now it's being disputed in court whether she had her mind to do that. So we're starting back from square one.
Oh, great.
I can kind of see where they would be trying to drive that argument.
Right. And here's the thing. Jason's all about it.
Oh, really?
He's like, yes, let's get this free and clear. And now we got people messaging GoFundMe and trying to shut it down. And posting GoFundMe's rules and this and that, and saying he's violating it. It's not a good deal. So I'm hoping he can beat it. If he's on the up and up, I'm hoping he can beat it.
I hope so.
If he's not, well, then that's what he deserves.
The thing is, what gets me is that so many people are commenting on it as if they know exactly what's going on and they have a right to what's going on.
Right. Well, here's playing devil's advocate. If you ask people for money, they feel like they own part of that. So they feel like they...
I said that as much. That if I was going to donate to it, I would want some kind of ownership stake to it.
Right.
Like a share.
But you know that that's not what happens. People that donate think that they have a say in it.
Yeah.
Not how this works.
I wouldn't have been donating anyway because, for one, I don't have the money.
And me either.
And for two, I don't care.
I would help with the location. I have no problem with that. I've been pretty invested in how crazy Jackie was. So
Everybody was invested in that one.
So, I would love for that place to go somewhere else. However, I've never been there. I don't know whether there's actually spirits there. I don't know what lives in there. I have no clue. Without being close to the property, I'm not invested in it. Now, Old Park Hotel? Yeah. Yeah, I was.
Santa Fe, New Mexico is getting slammed by a snowstorm.
That reminds me. Old Park Hotel. Do you guys follow the page anymore?
I've never followed the page.
Okay. Well,
I've only followed Dan. Dan or Dave?
Dan.
Okay, yeah, I've only followed Dan. And I haven't seen anything from him in a long time.
Well, after he sold it, he gave the page away as well that I followed. It
But
went
no,
with
I'm talking about his personal page. I haven't seen
oh
anything from his personal page.
yeah, yeah. Well, remember me telling you about killing Jim Miller and him following me home, and that was the one that I interacted with.
Yeah.
Looking at that page, I'm not the only one. Nobody knew about this story when it got turned over, but it's happening again, and I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool validation.
What, that this spirit is coming to you again, or?
No, no, no. That it's happening to people that are there, that are going
Oh,
there, same kind of thing.
okay.
That's pretty cool validation. I don't follow it closely or anything like that. They now have one of those cameras that you can pay, which Dan did too. But have one of those cameras you can pay to watch. I'm sorry, I do not have time to sit and watch a still camera. I have trouble reviewing my own damn footage for like overnight. I am not going to sit and watch a damn camera 24/7 to see if something happens. I'm just not. I'm sorry. Show me the highlights.
I did that for such a long time, and I still have so much that I never went through, and I feel like, maybe I wasted money on all these cameras. But I got some good stuff from them.
Right. Right. Yeah, my cameras are now up in my house and outside my house, guarding my house. So I'm okay.
If it weren't for the flashing lights, I would think that Nick was frozen.
Nick is finally tired. He says, I'm done.
No,
I'm
say that.
I'm pretty tired too.
Well, truth be told, it has been a long day already. I had a
It's been a
doctor's
long damn
appointment.
week.
Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. I had a near misfortune earlier this morning. It seriously scared the hell out of me. Was involving the Uber that I took to work. The
Uber.
weirdest thing, he literally like went all the way around to like where I was supposed to go, and it got to a point where I almost said, "I think you're going the wrong way." But then after when he started making the turns that was going to my store, it appeared that we finally were going the right direction. Although, not surprisingly, I barely even made it when we finally showed up. But what was odd was because like when you take an Uber, either one of two things happens when you're about to leave. Either the Uber driver will open the door for you, like if they have the button for it, or you just open the door yourself and walk out the car.
Mm-hmm.
This car, which looked like it was an older car, by the way, it was like a van. Like so this was one I had to open myself. I tried to get the handle. I grabbed the handle and I tried to get the door open, and I can't. So then, of course, I thought. I mean, it felt like as if it was just millions of tons of weight on this door, and so I had to use both hands, and that's when I finally got it open. And I was kind of glad to myself, thinking, "Thank God, I'm never riding this one again." But this is where things got a hell of a lot worse because I was listening to my music when I was stepping out, and as the car's moving away, my music starts getting cut off and stuff like that. It was immediate. It was quite obviously clear. I was like, "Oh shit! I left my phone in the car." So I literally like had to run down the park. I was like running down the parking lot to try to catch this guy. I was like, "Hey, stop!" And unfortunately, he was too far away, and he made a turn. And man, I was panicking. It cost me 20 minutes before I could even get started with work. So had to use the work phone. I called my parents. They contacted Uber, and thankfully they got to the bottom of this real quick. But man, did this guy take a long time to like even respond back? It was just, and we later found out he was in the area, so it just didn't make any sense at all. It wasn't until I would say maybe around 12 o'clock that I finally did get my phone back. But man, it scared the hell out of me. Extremely lucky.
Okay, I'm looking at your page right now, Nick.
Oh, on what I wrote.
Yeah, one guy actually said delete me.
Oh, I didn't see. Okay, that's a new one. I didn't see that. Oh, did you make that up?
No, somebody actually said delete me.
You know, those kind of people, why would you say that instead of just go ahead and delete yourself, keep your mouth shut, and move on?
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a second. That's odd. Usually he's been against a lot of this. That's kind of unexpected. I don't know what to say about that. I can't tell if he's, huh?
Maybe he's doing it as a joke.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I know he's been against a lot of this, so I think he's just messing with me. I think he's just joking.
Yeah. This is why I don't like what Adrian said. Why I don't post things like this. I'll talk about it on these shows, but I normally try to stay right down the middle and be unbiased about it.
Yeah.
Um, about all of these things, unless it's something that's very obvious, like that Arena girl that got killed on the train last year. There's there's no there can be no two sides on that one.
Yeah, really.
But no, I always try to stay right down the middle because I am not going to be full blindly supported of one side or the other because I'm not going to be 100% agreeable.
No, no. I would post something like, I'm sorry there was a life lost. I mean, nobody can argue that.
Yeah.
And, you know, whether it was a decision this person made or whether it was a decision made for her, it's sad.
There were a lot of decisions made then, but those decisions ended up to her being killed.
Right.
Yeah, and
now reading this story, I'm not thinking about rather if she was in the right or if she was in the wrong. I'm not thinking about the ICE people, if they were right or if they were wrong. I could give two shits about that. The only thing I'm thinking about is that 6-year-old kid who now has neither parent.
Yeah, he's
and
an orphan.
I didn't read that until somebody posted it on somebody else's comment, which I don't have time during the week to be reading any of this. So I see what people want me to see is posts because I scroll through there and okay, and I'm done. So I don't make a judgment until I can actually investigate something if it's important enough over the weekend.
Yeah. So this kid's father died 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think he died.
Okay.
I think he died of cancer.
That I did not catch.
Yeah, he died of cancer or some other type of disease.
Okay. So now this kid has no parent.
No parents.
6 years old. That's all I'm concerned about.
It makes me wonder.
I don't care who's wrong or who's right. I really don't. But that kid now has nobody.
Yeah, no one to. I mean, I know I did hear his grandfather stepping in. That's taking care, but just like anyone. I mean, I don't know. We don't know how old the grandfather is, and unfortunately, with grandparents, they're not going to be around forever. They're not going to be around as long as his parents were. So eventually, he's really going to be on his own, maybe 10, 15 years down the road. I mean, again, I'm just
6 years old. In 12 years, he'll be an adult.
Yeah. Well, and it could even be sooner because, like, I could throw that out. I could throw an example. My grandfather, my mom's dad, he passed away when I was only 8.
That happens too.
Yeah, it might even happen before that.
Yeah, but the point is, this kid now has no parents and is still really too young to understand what actually happened.
Oh yeah.
Well, more importantly than anything else, it does make me think about what his future's going to look like now when he grows up. Because, I mean, I'm not saying it happens like this with everybody, but some of these people that lose their families like this, especially in such a violent way, that sometimes gets them involved with crime and illegal activity because they think they're trying to avenge their their parents. That they're getting the justice that they deserve.
It's not that I'm worried about. I am worried about how other kids are going to be treating him later on, because there's no question that he's probably going to be well known in the city unless he goes somewhere else. And other kids his age, their parents are going to influence them, saying, yeah, well, his parent was trying to keep criminals in Minneapolis, and that's why she got killed, and she deserved it. And there's going to be other kids saying, no, she was murdered, and he's not going to know really. Um, well, he's just going to know that his mother was killed.
the the biggest fact about this whole thing is, like, when you really think about it, I mean, it's pretty much kind of what you're saying, Jeremy, is that the real victim, of course, when this is all said and done, clearly is going to be this poor kid. I mean, the reality is, whatever happens to him, it doesn't really matter. He will suffer from the effects of this now for the rest of his life. He will be living with this forever.
Yep, it will. It will. And unfortunately, these things happen in real life.
Yep. Couldn't agree with you more on that.
Chris just sent me something here. Over 100 skeletons found in Pennsylvania man's basement.
Oh, gee.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
I gotta stay off your post because I'm going to get nasty.
that's pretty disturbing.
also, something else I actually just read in one of my magazines. There is a museum in Pennsylvania. It's called
Smithsonian.
the Mutter Museum or the Mutter Museum.
I thought you were referring to.
Huh?
No, I thought you were referring to. I thought you were referring to Smithsonian because that's where that's located in Pennsylvania.
I thought that was in Washington.
Oh, you're right. No, I take that back. Yeah, you're right. It is in Washington. Sorry.
But no, the Mutter Museum is one of those mystique grotesque ones. It has 140 human skulls, like 1,300 body parts, a lot of things in jars of formaldehyde, like um, a double liver that came from Siamese twins, uh, slices of Einstein's brains and eyes.
Wait a second. I have heard of this place. Let me take that back. Yeah, I saw that in an old paranormal show. I know exactly which theater that museum it is. Yeah, it's got the collection of all this grotesque, different bodily looking things.
Yep. And I find that weird in Pennsylvania.
You
Yeah.
remember the show that used to travel that had like cadavers?
Yeah.
That was actually really cool. That was really informative because those bodies were donated by themselves. They donated themselves before they were passed for this very experiment. It wasn't an experiment, but scientific project. And people could go in and see every layer of a human, peel the skin, peel the next layer. You could see the muscle, you could see the nerve, you could see the organs down to the skeleton. It was really cool.
Wow.
And Chris sent me something else, but it just says click to see post. So I don't know what.
There was, I could still remember this. In fact, you could, what's really cool, if you guys want to see more about the Mutter Museum, what I recall was featured on, it was, in fact, now that I think about it, was featured on one of the old Travel Channel paranormal shows, or the special documentaries, if you will. It was featured on World's Creepiest Destinations. And even though it was not
Yeah, thank
paranormal,
you.
even though it was not paranormal with what they were talking about, they still added it to the list. And once again, whoever this guy is, thank you very much for it. He's uploaded it to that Paranormal Archives YouTube channel he's got. So you can watch it, even though it's just a segment of it. I could have sworn 20 years ago that they made a full documentary on the Mutter Museum, but I don't really remember too much of it. But yeah, they showed some of the things that you brought up, Jeremy. They showed it on the TV, on the special. There was also one that contained this giant, like this, literally this giant colon that is on display.
Yeah, there's like a 9 foot one.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. Adrian, how far is Cripple Creek from you?
Let me see. That reminds me of that ancient
Yeah.
piece of poop that, the world's largest piece of poop.
Oh,
It came
yeah.
from the Vikings.
I don't understand why people are so fascinated with those things.
Because if that thing comes out of somebody, your ass just gave birth.
Well, somebody also has the very last one that Elvis Presley dropped when he died.
Well, okay.
Joe bought that.
Okay, it's okay. I can understand that because somebody's dumb enough to pay a lot of money for that thing.
I wouldn't.
Well, somebody would though. So yeah, I'd have it until I could sell it. So it's 3 hours from here.
Is it? Okay, because there's a Paracon on June 6th of this year,
Okay.
and Adam Berry is the guest star there.
I'm willing to bet. I'll look into it before I make any judgments, but I'm willing to bet that's more expensive than it's worth.
I don't know. I don't know. But
Adam
yeah,
Berry's been doing quite a bit recently.
Just kind of was
And-
curious.
and all this shit that's been going on is one of the reasons why a part of me doesn't want anything to do with the paranormal again.
Right.
But yet
There we go. Let's check ticket prices.
I stick around with this stuff here. I don't know why.
Just real quick about the Mutter Museum. It's just kind of curious. They never said when the year it first started. At 20, wow, they got 25,000 plus specimens.
Oh, it's organized by Are You Afraid of the Dark Paranormal?
Oh, jeez, I thought you meant about the actual television show.
Well,
Chris just said it's $77 a person.
Oh,
okay.
jeez.
Guest speaker Aaron Taylor.
No idea who that is.
Mutter Museum, that was started back in.
Dustin Perry,
Dustin Perry, I know who that is.
Richard Estep,
Yep, I know him too.
Adam Berry,
Yep.
Becky Ann Galantine,
I don't think I know that person.
Amy Bruni,
Amy Bruni, okay.
and the mysterious Mike and Sam.
If Adam is involved, Amy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's usually how it works.
I would honestly love to see Amy.
I've already met her a few times.
I'm not saying meet her. I'd just like to see her.
Okay.
I have not met her, and I wouldn't be opposed to meeting her, but that's not a goal.
Yeah. Jeremy, real quick, in case you didn't see the Mutter Museum, it first started in 1863. That was the original location. Then Then in 1909, it's moved to the present location. Okay, so I take back with what I said. They have over 37,000 specimens, of which 10% were on display as of 2023.
I wonder if Tom's been there.
That's what I was wondering. I was going to say I am surprised because if they allowed filming for world's creepiest destinations, I would think that you'd be able to walk around and take pictures or videos. So I'm surprised he hasn't done an episode of This Is Tom's World.
Yeah.
There.
Chris, you want to go?
The Mutter Museum?
No.
No, to the Cripple Creek Paracon.
In our area.
I was not looking, so
And he apparently knows Erin Taylor. Knows who she is, at least. So, okay. And we've got, I'll get a hold of Andrew from 303 TV. He moved back to Colorado not long ago.
There you go. Have yourselves a nice little party.
Yeah. He moved back not long ago, and I told him I'd fix him steak.
Oh, no wonder. It's right by Colorado Springs.
yeah.
Hey, honey. There's an event in Cripple Creek this summer.
Oh, it's just on the other side of the mountain from where we were driving to get to Canyon City.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Amy Bruni is going to be, you know who she is. Yeah, she's going to be there. She's going to be a guest speaker and a couple. Chris might go. And I'm going to talk to Andrew, see if he wants to go. It's just a day thing. It's like doors open at 10, close at 6. But there's some cool guest speakers I'd like to see. Huh?
They have really weird property lines.
Colorado's weird. There's mountains. The property lines are all screwed.
No, I'm talking about just on plain ground. It's weird when you.
Oh, good
Tiny
night,
that.
good night, Warren. Good night yourself. You have a good night yourself, Warren.
And you will see an outline of the city. You look at the northwest part, it's weird.
Yeah, for now.
I don't understand why.
For now, you're gonna eat it.
You know, no. Tonight, I'm done for tonight. Those chips are a little spicy.
Oh, that's good. Are you sure the chips are spicy and not the dip?
Yeah, no, it was sour cream and onion dip, but those kettle cooked jalapeno chips, they were spicy.
All right, well, as we get closer, I am getting more concerned about coming out there.
Why?
Colorado?
Snow!
Oh, the snow?
Snow in the mountains.
Oh,
Well, Colorado still hasn't woke up and realized it's winter time, so by the time you start coming out, it might.
Yeah, but the problem is, in March, I always hit something in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And also, I got a friend that lives in Reno.
Mhm.
I was talking to her, and she was telling me that the weather out there in March, it's give and take. You just never know what's going to happen. Because when I go to Reno, I have a specific way of getting there instead of taking 80 all the way. When I get to West Wendover, which is right on the borderline with Utah, I like to go down south and get onto Highway 50 and drive 50 into Carson City and then come back up north to Reno.
Mhm.
Because I like seeing all the scenery out there, and it also takes me by this little bitty mining town that inspired one of Stephen King's novels.
Okay.
So and it's a very windy road, and if it's snowing out there, I'm not going to want to go that way.
I don't blame you for that feeling that way.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to make sure I've got a lot of weight on my car.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Or rent a damn 4-wheel drive like you should have to begin with.
It'd be nice if I had 4-wheel drive.
If it was that easy, yeah.
Yeah.
At
Well,
max.
I drove through a blizzard from Cheyenne to Laramie. Takes about 50 minutes, I think. It took me 5 hours to
Give
drive
me
there
your head.
one time because of how much snow there was. And I believe that I only made it because I had 8 bowling balls in the trunk.
Oh,
Yeah. I stayed behind a semi all the way through, and I actually got lucky. I got onto the interstate right before they closed it.
jeez.
Yeah, because I got on, got behind a semi. I looked in the rear view, and they had lights on these gates, and they were lowering them. But we kept going,
Well, that's
and as
good.
soon as I got to Laramie, everything cleared up like nothing ever happened.
Wow.
Night and day. I had 10 inches of snow to absolutely nothing.
I mean, that's quite a transition to make.
It was. It was a nice transition.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, in March, April, I hate driving through Wyoming. I
I
was
didn't
originally
realize.
going to go in May. I was originally going to go in May, thinking that I had enough time. But when I started really going through everything, and it's like, I'm going to be on the road on Angelia's birthday. I can't do that.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I'd
No.
be on the way home, but I don't want to not be here for her birthday.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, she wouldn't really understand it, but
But you do.
I do.
Yeah. Yep.
So, yeah.
That would not end pretty, that's for sure.
It's not that it wouldn't end pretty. It'd be no, well, I don't want to say it'd be no big deal, but she wouldn't understand it one day to the other.
Yeah.
But that's not the point.
Mhm.
Mm-mm.
So I had to go through, reschedule, and the only time I could get was frickin' March.
See, I knew like in certain areas of Wyoming there would be like a lot of snow and whatnot, but I didn't realize it was that bad, especially if you're in areas where it's still relatively flat compared to the western half of Wyoming.
Right.
That is usually more mountainous.
Oh, it's mountains all the way through.
Oh, I okay, because okay, it's just simply because I've never been to Wyoming. I've seen pictures and videos of it, so I was always under the impression that the east side was more flat and the west side was more um, mountainous, like
So,
Colorado.
coming in from Nebraska, about 30 miles into Wyoming, that's where Cheyenne is,
Yeah.
and that is where the mountain starts.
Okay, so right on the edge of Cheyenne.
Yeah. So it's like that all the way through. They did a real nice job with how they laid out the interstate. It's not very windy. There is no back and forth like this. Um, there are some steep areas, but you can handle well. I don't want to say you can handle that. Not if it's a solid sheet of ice, but it's not like It's not like you're constantly turning the wheel. That's how it is when you get out of Denver going west. That's bad.
Okay. Okay.
I hate driving through that.
Oh, I'm
That's why
sure.
I really enjoy stopping at Adrian's house before we get into Denver. And then when I leave to go to Vegas, it's in the morning when I'm going through there.
Yeah.
So it's all lit up and everything. I don't do not like driving at night there.
I don't like Denver at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Is it just simply because that it really gets packed up, or is it just because of the snow?
No, it's Denver. Like it is. There's so much traffic, and it's not like stopped, but there's so much traffic that you can't. And everybody's going so much faster than they need to be going, and your turn's like right there, your exit's right there, and you can't get out. It's
Oh,
bad.
that's something we deal with commonly here too for Chicago.
Oh,
Chicago
I
has the
know.
exact
I know.
yeah, yeah,
Chicago is one
Chicago
of
has
the
the
worst
exact same.
cities. That's the worst city to drive in, depending on where you're at in Chicago. My dad had a heart attack driving through Chicago.
Wow.
While
I was
driving.
I was told before that Atlanta, Georgia, actually had it worse than Chicago. Although I think
Oh
that's
hell.
Atlanta is pretty bad. You got like 10 lanes one way.
Yep. But Atlanta, the worst thing about Atlanta is the traffic jams. You better have a full gas tank because you're going to be going like one car at a time. I can handle that. That is not a problem.
if you were going through Atlanta.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, I was in my 20s when I went through Atlanta, and we had an old car and a 2-year-old kid. And the car, those old cars that you're trying to keep running. And
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
in that place where, you're going one car at a time. It was 120 degrees on the concrete.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
outside, but like on the concrete was 120 degrees on the asphalt. It was like 107 outside, just in
Jeez.
general. And if you stopped, the air conditioner didn't work
Oh,
and the
that's
car would overheat. So we're in 107, windows down, trying to keep a 2-year-old cool, knowing we're not getting anywhere for hours. And it's like 2 miles away. Our stop is 2 miles away, and knowing it's going to take 2 hours to get there. And yeah, that place can be bad, but most of mine was stress on, do we have enough gas to make it that 2 miles? Because it's going to take us 2 hours. And because there's no air conditioning in the car
oh my
unless you're
God.
moving.
And
Oh
if I ever want to take a trip to Florida, I got to go through Atlanta unless I want to go way out of the way.
I'd go way out of the way to
You would have.
not hit a big city at all.
See, we only ever went to Atlanta. Not to Atlanta. I was going and coming back from a cruise, so Atlanta was on the way. And I mean, fortunately for us, we managed to avoid all the traffic for it. But yeah, we could even then we could still see how quickly it could pile up in Atlanta. But yeah, they
Atlanta's
said for the longest.
gorgeous. It is.
Well, I was going
Very
to say
historical.
they said for the longest time Atlanta had the worst, but I think that's changed now. I think Chicago holds the record now.
Well, Chicago's fucking crazy, but
Yeah, it is. Oh, believe
No.
me, I have to deal with that almost every day.
you're not driving through it. I don't want to hear it unless your ass is behind that wheel. I don't
no,
wanna
but if
hear
I'm running late, for something, I do get concerned.
Well, you can get concerned, but your ass ain't driving. Here's the thing: when you're driving, that shit sucks. That shit is ridiculous. It sucks. I will go 100 miles out of my way, 2 hours out of my way, not to go through a big city like that. But here's the funny part: I would rather drive through Oklahoma City. I can handle Oklahoma City with no problem. Tulsa, I don't want to drive through Tulsa.
How bad is Tulsa?
It's smaller than Oklahoma City. It's just the way it's created. It's stupid. Like, people have wrecks constantly. And here, I don't remember which highway it was, but there's a death on this highway every day. And they call it Death Highway. And every state has one, I know. But yeah, and that would be what I would have to take to work if I were to drive to my office. I will sit my ass right here in my office and not. Nope. Mm-mm. We got more snow coming in the morning.
Yeah, we got more rain coming in the morning.
Total snowfall. Oh, get this. Total snowfall 1 to 3 inches. Accumulation little to none.
Say that again.
Snowfall 1 to 3 inches. Accumulation little to none. The ground's still too warm.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Now, tomorrow night, after all this rain that we're about to get and melting snow, tomorrow night's 11 degrees outside.
Oh, jeez.
That's
Oh,
gonna be out-
man.
I'll be out there on the road because that's going to be nothing but ice.
Yep, that's going
Yeah,
to be fun.
that's literally freezing rain. Then.
Well, no, it was rain to start with, and then now you have black ice.
Well, no, that's how
It's
black ice is forming
We're
from.
worried about is the wetness on the street that's already there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they call it freezing rain, because it freezes.
Well, they call it freezing rain
It's
because
rain when it's raining.
it's
Yeah.
raining like ice, like
Well-
drizzle.
Yeah,
Well, like what usually happens,
it's already wet.
yeah. I mean, usually it's warm. It's usually like warm over cold air, and what normally happens, it does originally begin as snow. Snow is actually melting, high above, in the atmosphere, and then it melts, and then when it touches the ground, that's when it freezes. That's where you get.
That's a whole different scenario. That's more like when you get all the ice that accumulates on the power lines and causes power
Oh,
outages.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That happens here, at least once a year. But no, this is, nice. You can go out in shorts weather. It's raining. And as a matter of fact, our kid was out there today with no coat on, no nothing, out there making a snowman because it wasn't that bad. And it's been in the 50s and 60s here. So we got the snow that melts immediately. And tomorrow we're going to have snow that melts immediately. All of a sudden it's 11 degrees outside. So what you have is warm down on the ground, and you have ice, probably, depending on how much it is, at least a quarter inch on the roads.
Yeah.
Because of the wind. It's supposed to be like 15-mile-an-hour winds. So that wind is causing black ice.
Right.
You don't realize there's ice until you hit it.
I still remember this over a decade later. I actually had almost like a near serious accident with black ice. Not a car accident, but I almost did break my arm over it. Of course, out of all nights that this happened, it happened when my dad's dad, my other grandfather, passed away. We went to the wake, and I remember that I had to grab something out of the car. I don't remember what it was, but as I was walking, this was near the end of February. As I was walking to the car, I was completely unaware that there was black ice out on the driveway. So I walked, and there was like a few other people that saw this, and I lost my footing. I literally fell right on my right arm, landing right on the concrete. Holy crap. I mean, I literally thought for a few seconds I broke my arm, and it was so painful. Thankfully, I didn't. I'm even more surprised I didn't crack it. But man, I'll never forget one of my cousins that was there. After when I fell and hit my arm, he literally burst into the funeral home. He tried to look for the funeral director, and he literally like burst into the office and yelled at the guy. Like he was so pissed off. He's like, "My cousin's out there. He might have broken his arm or something like that because of you or something like that." And not long afterwards, when I was able to gain my composure, go back inside the building, that's when I looked outside, and there's the funeral manager dumping salts all over the street.
Yeah, he couldn't have known that was out there, and he had stuff to take care of inside while the family was inside. No.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why my cousin was really angry. I can understand that, but definitely was kind of something that I didn't think he really needed to go that far. I mean, I still
No,
appreciate that he thought that this was something that they were lacking, but definitely was something that I didn't think needed to go that far.
no, no. This
Uh,
is called act of nature.
yeah, Tom, no, the ice didn't stand a. I,
You're not going to beat nature.
No.
no, you're not. That's just Mother Nature. And like what Tom just. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, this was black ice, so no, it didn't crack or anything like that. I couldn't see it, hence its name.
That's why they call it black ice, because you can't see it.
That's what I mean. So yeah, the chance of cracking it or breaking it or anything like that there was no chance. The
So,
only thing again, I'm still surprised to this day I didn't break my arm.
moral of the story: if it's cold outside, expect ice.
I knew it
Don't
was.
walk like it's 70 degrees and you can just run out there like nothing.
Oh, no, I was just going out to the car to grab something and then come right back. But yeah, I did not expect that. But man, I'll never go. And the shoes I was wearing too, I think may have also contributed to the slip. So I'll never wear those shoes during that time of the year again.
Imagine how a car is when, they're going 75 miles an hour and don't know it's there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen videos of that, and that is terrifying.
It is.
Because I've seen like those videos, like those that are caught in snowstorms or whatever, and even if the streets have been cleared, there's still black ice on the road, and even when they try to stop, they just like slid across the street, and most of the time, usually hit another car.
And that's when you stop and ask them, do you have somebody in your car that is dying? No? Then what the hell are you doing out here?
Yeah. We were caught in a snowstorm many years ago, like when we were going through Indiana, and the snow at one point got so bad that literally for like 2 minutes or so, we had to pull over to the side of the road because it was like a blizzard. The roads were getting really slippery, so we had to pull over.
Yeah. If you can't see, you can't drive.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, well, not necessarily the same term to use, but it's just like with floodwaters. The old saying of "turn around, don't drown."
Yeah.
It's more like "turn around, don't spin," because that's what's most likely going to happen.
Well, and here's the scary thing. If you're out on a highway with, like, let's say 10 miles of nothing, nowhere to pull off except a shoulder, that is almost worse than
Yeah,
keeping going.
yeah. 'Cause
Because, why?
you got to worry about the vehicles behind you.
That's right. What if somebody can't see you there on the shoulder? If you can't see to drive, they can't see you. And if they happen to not be able, of course, not see the lines, because if you can't see, you're not seeing those lines, they're going to hit you and you're not even going to expect it.
Well, it's not even just those from behind the other side of the road, because
Yeah.
if you have your cars out there that are trying to speed up or something and then they lose control,
Yep.
doesn't matter if you see them or not. They're gonna there's a chance that it's probably gonna come directly at you, and you
Yeah.
only have so much time to get out and escape, which is almost impossible if you're dealing with a heavy snowstorm or a blizzard.
10 to 15 miles an hour. I understand that, dude. I get it.
Yeah, and I've
That's
seen
what I
What
did.
I was doing on 80 during that blizzard in Wyoming. That's why I took 5 hours to get from Cheyenne to Laramie.
When we went to go visit, remember last year I sent you guys pictures?
Yeah.
We went to go visit my daughter for her birthday and my granddaughter. And yeah, it went from nothing here to we couldn't see 2 hours away.
Oh, I'm sure.
That was not cool. I am very thankful I wasn't the one driving, although I bet he wishes I was the one driving, because I was like, slow down, get back, don't do that. We're going too fast, don't do that. We can't see, we got to pull over.
I mean that's why that's another reason why we're doing this. But I haven't even mentioned this yet. Well, until now. I know Tom's still deciding on this, but possibly next Friday, we don't know just yet. We might actually be going out on kind of like a little bit of a mini road trip, but not far though. We're just heading out to Sycamore because Jenny Davis is having a special paranormal get together dinner at Texas Roadhouse, and depending on the weather, obviously, and who's also going to be there, we're thinking about going out. Just kind of just have our first kind of paranormal meet up, get together or whatnot. But if it snows or if the ice gets bad, yeah, there's no, or unless if it's just Jenny and somebody else, I won't say, we're not going to go out then because it's not worth the risk. So all we could just simply do is just kind of watch the weather very carefully and see what happens, especially involving the roads.
Well, or postpone it when it's not going to do that.
Yeah. Well, it's not my event. It's Jenny's. So it's up to her. And some of these other investigators that are coming out, they're traveling some pretty long distances. I mean, pretty much from around the Midwestern states throughout northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, Minnesota, and parts of
it's too iffy
Eastern
this
Iowa.
year for shit like that, or
What's
this
that?
time of year.
What's that?
It's too iffy this time of year for shit like that. Wisconsin, Illinois, any of that.
Yeah, well, that's why we're kind of keeping an eye on how things are, right? Because I will admit, I mean, it's nice that she wants to get us together, but at the same time, though, it is a little bit unusual due to the fact that it's so early in the season.
Yeah. If it wasn't snowing, if it was nice, okay, that's great. That would be a nice time, but you cannot guarantee anything from one day to the next over there.
Here at the Army,
The hell?
How was that? Boy.
That was me clicking on something, thinking that the volume was already down.
Nick?
I was going to say, what
Come
the hell
on,
is
Nick.
that?
Well, it's a video that I want to watch after the show,
Mm-hmm.
but the way that Facebook is, after so long, it automatically refreshes. If I click on a link and go to that page, even if I'm there for just 15 seconds, I go back to Facebook, takes me all the way back to the. It is so frustrating because now I don't remember who posted this and
Yep.
pisses me off.
Jeez. There was like a video. There was even like a video I still remember. I mean, unfortunately, I shouldn't be laughing at this. Of course, this again 20 years ago. Of course, I was just younger back then. I just thought it sounded funny. I knew the situation was not, but they showed it on the Weather Channel. I still remember this like yesterday. I can't believe even after all these years, I still remember where there was. I don't know where it was, but there was a woman who was. I guess she got kind of like got stuck like both on black ice and the snow. And
Yeah.
there's like 3 or 4 guys that are like help. I don't know if they were police officers or something, but they were like these 3 or 4 guys that were, I think they were trying to help her get her car out of the snow. And these were older guys too. I was really surprised like that so many of them wanted to help out. And you could just hear one of the guys just yelling, almost like as if he's just like getting frustrated with her. I still remember the words he said. He's like, "Lady, get on the brakes. Get your foot on the brake, lady. Get your foot on the brakes." And he's like saying that like repeatedly. And this woman who's like trying to get out of the spot that she was in, like if it was from the result of black ice, she couldn't get out. And it was just frustrating her. I think it was frustrating everybody. And they're just constantly yelling, keep your foot on the brakes. But it just didn't seem like it mattered of what she did because she was just like, she was stuck with the ice and snow.
Well, let me tell you a little story. So Zach has pushed out 2 people in the last 2 months because he'll be driving somewhere and all of a sudden he sees somebody stuck on the road, whether it's a flat tire, whether it's car stalled, whatever it was, he'll push them to the side. Well, I saw this post on one of our group pages that Loveland is just a little ways down, a few towns down.
Hmm.
And somebody posted, with the name of this town, you'd think people would be a little more friendly. I guess there was this 20-some-year-old girl, like really young, and her car stalled in one of the roundabouts. And this is a new roundabout to begin with. But
Everybody hates new roundabouts.
yeah. And this was Christmas Day of all things, okay? I understand people have places to go, but you would think you'd have a little more couth about you. This young lady's standing there trying to figure out what to do by herself. Another lady pulled up, couldn't help her because she had a broken foot. She couldn't help her push. So she stood there with her while she called her dad. While people, able-bodied people, her age and up to elderly, were cussing her, giving her the finger, honking at her, threatening her, and giving her all kinds of racial slurs.
Oh, jeez.
Now, all we could say is, I hope you never have to be in this situation. Because number one, she had to be scared by herself. Her car wouldn't start. She doesn't know what to do. She can't push it herself. And the only one that is willing to stand beside her is a woman that couldn't help her. And yet people are cussing her, flipping her off, threatening to hit her with their cars. I mean, what the hell has this world come to? Seriously.
Yeah, really.
Now, granted, you don't want to be out on a highway and be a woman of that age and have somebody stop to try to help you and be a male. Because that's scary by itself. You don't know what they're going to do. But you certainly don't need people threatening you.
Situation with that myself.
Just had something like that happen to a friend of ours, former friend of ours. It was not exactly the same thing, but she put herself in a situation that seriously could have gotten her God knows what.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was stupid to begin with.
Yeah, but like this girl did not have a choice. She was just driving. And Christmas Day of all things, she was going somewhere she had to be, or she wouldn't have been out there.
Mm-hmm.
And, by herself, no. People are just nasty. And those kind of people, I hope they get what they deserve. I really do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just going completely out of control.
But it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, it is. No, I agree with you 100% on that.
Yeah.
I know.
I really don't see society becoming nice again. I think it's only going to get worse.
It's only going to become nice again if those of us who have empathy and are nice stand up for nice. Right now, the voices people are hearing are the mean people that are loud and obnoxious, and we all know squeaky wheels get the grease.
They do. But here's the thing. For the others of us, when we start speaking up, now we're the assholes.
That's right. But you know what? Enough of us assholes. People start listening. And what do we think about those guys? They're assholes.
Yeah.
But they're stopping us from talking because we're afraid that people are going to call us assholes. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
We're going to have to start standing up for what we believe in, or, all that's heard is the evil.
Well, eventually, this world is going to go back to the animals.
Oh yeah, I honestly think we've already made it to that level.
Yeah.
No, we're at the point now, at the tipping point where we could change it or don't.
Yep.
Yeah. But I do really, really believe that social media is the biggest issue of all of this.
Oh, it is.
It is.
it's now not only can you do anything AI and make it believable. If you say something, everybody can either, what you see is the nasty people talking shit.
Oh, that actually just reminded me of something. Something very humorous that happened yesterday. Let
Oh, and the
me.
other thing is people cutting and pasting videos where you don't know what's real and what really happened.
Mhm.
Hi, buddy.
Okay, so to give you a little context here, I was watching a video by an old artist named Taco.
Taco. Okay.
Yeah, he had one of the biggest songs in the early '80s called "Putting on the Ritz."
Oh, I've heard that song. Yeah.
Yeah, his I've heard many versions of this song. He's got the best one of them all. And this guy, he just oozes charisma throughout the whole video, despite not really doing much of anything. So, in here, out of nowhere, I don't even know where this guy made this comment, but he posted on this YouTube video. I used to work overnight security in a haunted chemical plant, and this song in the dark at 3 a.m. made me immune to the ghosts. So naturally, I had to jump in there. Um, can you tell me about this haunted chemical factory? I have a paranormal investigation team across multiple states and also run a podcast network and would love to hear about this. This guy responded back saying, as much as I would love to share the info, the contract came with an NDA, so I cannot say. Okay, fair enough. And then this guy, his username is actually Yellowsol. YELLASOL. Tags me. Get a load of this guy believing in ghosts in the big 2026. Wild. I comment back. A vast majority of the people believe in ghosts. He comments back to me. Yeah, I have mental illnesses too, just not that particular flavor.
Oh.
So I comment back to him, and it's showing too.
Wow.
And that's the last thing. That's the last thing I said to him because I wasn't going to waste my time. And he replied back saying, "Says the guy that believes in spooky ghosts." Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's not
Yeah. Yeah.
for me to respond to. So
Yep. People are out there.
yeah, but I was quite proud of myself because he gave me the perfect opening.
Yeah.
And you know me, if you give me an opening, I will use it.
I know you will.
Yep. But yeah, it was a fun two comments that I made, and that last one that he made, it's not worth it.
Yeah, no.
Uh, oh well,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. But there's I'm waiting because people with that kind of attitude, eventually they're going to be coming back to you, say, "Hey, I need help."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That's how it usually works.
Oh, I thought you didn't have a mental illness.
Yeah.
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 yeah, it. But I thought that was crazy that he said, "Yeah, I have mental illnesses too." Whoa! Nobody said anything about that.
Yeah, like where the hell did that come up to begin with?
Yeah, it's apparently somebody who wants to pretend to try to be big and bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like a lot of people are try to be. There
I
was
Oh,
would have screenshotted his first thing and added it to that comment. That's just me.
what? Huh?
I would have screenshotted that first, little thing about the
The mental illness.
no, what made him, immune to ghosts and the NDA.
Oh, the original one.
Yeah. Wasn't that him that said that?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
The guy that was saying that he was working at this chemical plant. His
Oh, I
name
thought
is
that was him that came back and did that.
no, no. That was not
Oh,
him.
okay.
No, this here is I am Joe Farr.
Oh, then he's just a troll.
No, not him. The other guy was.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy that wasn't the original poster is then just a troll.
Yeah. So, apparently a whole bunch of other people had gotten on this Joe guy. Apparently, they don't buy the whole NDA at the chemical plant.
Then they don't understand the whole
right.
thing.
Yeah, yeah, that would be kind of like a very serious.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Oh, here's one I didn't see. I run one. Apparently, uh, Nerdland's Revenge tagged me saying I run one in Southeast Texas. I'm guessing a team in tandem with our historical reenactment. Lots of reaction that way.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So I never saw that comment. I guess I should check the rest of this, see if anybody else tagged me. Wow, there's a lot of people that replied to this guy.
Oh, I bet.
I didn't realize it was that big involving this guy with the NDA.
Well, one person said the Bible says ghosts are just demons.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Of course.
another, this one's funny. You weren't immune. The ghost just hated the song.
So, okay, that's just cute and funny. But
Yeah.
I would have to say, show me in that Bible where it says that, please. Show me. Because no, it doesn't. Show me.
Here's another. Yeah, you're lying. Also, there's no such thing as haunted places or ghosts. Okay.
Okay, fair enough. I mean that's the old fashioned term.
hmm Overnight security ghost. That kind of sounds like a video game with five ghosts wanting to kill someone.
Well, it's actually
I
four
I
ghosts.
actually like that premise.
Well, you know what? Actually, I was gonna say I thought he was referring to Pac-Man. It was actually four ghosts.
Uh, Somebody kind of jumped on that idea. Five Nights at Chemical Plant.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Sounds
Everyone
like
is immune to ghosts. Ghosts aren't real. And then somebody commented to that one. That sounds like something a ghost would say.
yeah.
So we got some humorous things.
Yeah.
Well, that's better than the nastiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, there's plenty of those in YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's all
But
over the place.
but yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. Putting on the Rich by Taco. It is so good. Because the vocal melody is really hard to nail down,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and he does it like it's nothing.
Yep. Some people have it. Others, well, we don't give two shits. We're gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
Yep.
but he it's only that song of his that actually made it. Nothing else.
Yeah.
He's basically a one hit wonder,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking, you know, he had to have had at least another good song, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, even if they just had a one-hit wonder, that doesn't mean that like if they sold it along with their album, that their other tracks would have gotten some type of financial success.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at his discography real quick.
Well, and while you're looking, I can think of someone else that did something like that. This was back in the '60s. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of. He's not a well-known singer, Larry Hall, and I don't mean the criminal. I'm talking about the singer, Larry Hall. You guys know who that is?
I don't know that name at all.
What did he play?
He played. He was known for his one 19. Okay, so it was 50s. He was mostly known for his 1959 one-hit wonder song "Sandy."
Oh no, I don't know that.
Yeah, it's not one that's. I came across it on one of the music choice channels on the Solid Gold Oldies channel, and I didn't realize like how rare for them to actually play that song. And he, unfortunate part is Larry Hall. He did not. He was not even that old when he died. He died back in 1997 at the age of 57, and he only ever had like he did like a few releases. His last one was in 1962, or wait, no, 1961, and he never released anything else. Although it does say that he did continue to perform and play guitar for the rest of his life, at because he was originally from Ohio, and then he moved to Oregon, and he also sang for the rest of his life, joined by his brother Gene at various nightclubs in the Willamette Valley on the Oregon coast. And yeah, he continued doing that until his death in 1997 at the age of 57. Now, apparently, he only ever made one appearance, like on one of the old musical variety shows from the 60s, and he was apparently on an episode of American Bandstand, that was hosted by Dick Clark at the time. But in spite of that, it says that he performed it. No footage of it is known to exist. Either it's just not available, or it may not exist anymore. That was the only time he ever performed on a television show.
Okay, so with Taco, the song is the only one to make it into the top 20. Um, the only song to actually chart in the U.S. He did have two other songs, one in the Netherlands and one in Finland. And then his album um, charted everywhere, his debut album, and his second album only charted in Germany, and that's it.
Oh wow!
So he really is a one hit wonder. And it's just amazing how some of these artists can have that one great song, but they can't follow it up with something else.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. In the case of Larry Hall, was his only one hit. His one hit wonder was Sandy. And after that, I mean, he tried doing a few more songs, but for the most part, he never. I guess because he couldn't get another big hit recorded, apart from performing at the local clubs in Oregon, um, he never truly recorded another song again.
Yeah. And it's kind of ironic because the book that I'm writing now is called One Hit Wonder.
In fact, looking now, his only full album, Larry Hall's, was he just only had one, and it was just simply called Sandy and Other Larry Hall Hits. That was released back in 1960. Hmm.
Hmm. I
Yes.
just got a hit on a dating app.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you were using them.
What have I got to lose?
Well, I can kind
Where do you want me to start?
of.
So this one here is actually here in Fort Wayne. She's 36. I'm straightforward and honest. I'm looking for someone that's the same way. Don't waste my time and I won't waste yours. I'm looking for someone who can add to my life. Dog mom, if my boy doesn't like you, neither do I. I'm pansexual, definitely a homebody. Pros, unlimited anime, unlimited cuddles, chilled back and laid back. Cons, social anxiety, might forget to text you back. I like to spend most of my time alone and mental ill.
Okay. Goodbye.
uh, yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah. Well, I will say this since we're talking about this now. I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's face or anything, but it looks like for me, next week, I've got a date myself.
What do you mean rub it in anybody's face? Boy,
Oh no, like what Jeremy was describing that we had to like we were just saying about
that is not one of his priorities, I promise you.
Yeah,
no,
it's
okay, fine, I take it back. Yep, I going on a date next week.
Okay,
yeah.
do you know this person?
I don't even see how you can consider that rubbing it in my face. I don't care. I
Well,
can
Yes, I do. It is
about
someone I know, and she offered to go on a date with me next week. So I'm looking forward to it. Someone who I know. Um, she's leaving it all up to me of like where we're gonna go, which day. I would have done it this week, but it's her vacation week, so she wanted time to herself.
one of my dear friends that I used to bowl with, he he and his wife had this thing. He is always posting on Facebook about, yeah, finally my wife and I have a date night. We're going to go all out, and here are these coupons to Arby's to prove it.
Arby's.
He does that all the time. They have
I
been
mean,
married for 30 plus years.
okay, this is gonna sound so wrong, but you know what they say? They have the meat. That sounds like something Tom would basically say. He would, he would turn that all around.
Everyone is in on the joke. We all jump in on it. And what I remember one time, I don't remember exactly how it went, but he was saying something about wanting to upgrade to something else other than Arby's, and a whole bunch of us were throwing out other restaurants like Burger King or Rowley. We had a lot of fun with him on that one.
Chris, answer.
And he was chief of police too.
Oh wow. Okay.
But he's one of those guys that everybody just loves.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And Chris, to answer your question, no, it's somebody different. It's I'm just gonna say it's someone who yeah, it's someone different, but I've known him for a very long time.
All right, it's almost 10:30, so we need to wrap up. Um,
I'm sorry. Just the whole thing involving the joke. I'm sorry.
hey, we covered everything tonight.
Yeah, we did it. What a way to end the show.
Yeah, we covered everything tonight.
Uh, Chris, I am not even going to ask what that's supposed to mean. I am not approaching that.
Well, it no, you don't want to know.
That's what I mean. Yeah, don't tell me. I want to still be innocent.
And you're trying to go on dates with people your age, boy, you ain't gonna be innocent.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it should be fun either way. I'm looking forward to it.
You keep that in mind either way.
Okay.
Just remember, motorboat.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna get to that level, but it will still
Probably
be a
not
fun
the
day.
first date. No, please don't.
Yeah, that's right. I figured you'd say that too.
I'm gonna have a bunch of little Mickeys running around.
Yeah.
All right, so tomorrow on 13th Dimension, I'm going to have Robert Murphy back on the show. It is going to be not a typical show that I usually do, but instead it's going to be more of a commercial because I want to advertise all these things that he's been building for his paranormal equipment business. So that should be exciting. And next week on 13th Dimension, I have John Ward on, and we're going to be talking about his new novel that's coming out on Friday next week, A Blackened Heart, A Blackened Soul.
Awesome.
So that should be an interesting conversation.
Mhm.
Um,
John is an awesome guy.
Oh, John's great.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that he comes out. I know he hasn't been able to come out for the last few years, but I hope he does come out to Parapsychon because he's gone a few times, but he hasn't for these last few years. So I hope he does come out this year.
Well, we know he's getting somewhere in life because people are starting to give him shit. So we know he's climbing that ladder.
Yeah, I know. It would just be nice to hang out with him if he was able to come out.
yeah, somebody like cloned something on him.
Oh, that I didn't know.
I don't know, but people, anytime you reach any sort of, I'm not going to say fame, but some sort of notoriety, like respectability, people are going to try to knock it down. And that's what they're trying to do. So that shows me he's doing something right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yep. It's always going to happen.
Well, either way, those should be two. Those will still be two good upcoming.
And Brian's amazing.
Yeah, that'll be yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to those two shows.
Oh yeah.
So until then, I guess we'll figure out what we'll be talking about next week. Because I'm pretty sure that more things are going to be coming out in the next days.
Yeah.
Well,
we'll find out then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you guys are going to sure be wondering how things are going to go for me next week. So I know you guys.
Well, let's not go there until we know things went well. And then,
no, I wasn't going that direction. I was just saying for the.
I wasn't either. But if things didn't go well, we're not going to discuss it on the show.
I wasn't going. No, I wasn't going to. I'm just only saying if things go well.
Yeah.
Well, here's a hint, Nick.
Yeah.
And this is something that I think most women would probably recommend you saying. If you had a good time, just say, we had a good time.
There we go.
That's
good. I honestly just want to make it pure and simple. So that's perfect for me. That's
and if it wasn't, say, it was okay, and she's a nice person, and that's where we leave it.
Yep.
Right. Because women don't like it when you brag about a date.
Yep. I know.
And that's the last thing you want to do. So we had a nice time, or didn't quite work out.
Yeah. But it was worth a try.
Yeah. And then we'll hear the juice later.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but okay. That sounds
You're going
close.
to tell us what the fuck happened,
Yeah.
but you don't air it on the show.
Oh, no matter what, that is definitely not something I'm going to say on the show. Definitely not.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you don't talk about your conquest.
I mean, maybe Pickle Tom will, but not me.
Pickle Tom should not know what's going on in your state enough to talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
In other words, we don't tell details.
Yep.
All right, folks, we're going to call it a night.
Yeah. What a way to end the show.
Yeah. What a way to end the show. We will see you guys next week. Thank you for playing along with us. Hope your Christmas and New Year's were good. I know it was for me. What about you guys?
Oh, yeah, we made it another year.
Yes, same with us. We had a really good time and looking forward to a great year ahead of us.
Baby.
Yeah, because we got a lot of high hopes for this next year.
That's right.
I don't know what Tom's meaning, take notes, but okay.
That could mean anything.
That's what I mean. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. So,
Yeah,
okay, Tom.
It could be a good thing. It could be a bad thing.
Even possibly in between, 50-50.
All right, folks. Have a good night. Have a good, safe weekend. And we will see you guys next week.
Good night, everyone. Be safe.